and then I had myself a nice beef stew. So welcome, viewers and listeners.
Nice beef stew to start the viewing experience off.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Fun Times Football here to fill your Fun Times Football on Friday needs with a Fun Times Football on Friday. I've joined by Billy and Ashley. I don't know why I said Billy's name really weird then.
Yeah, it sounds like you really had to think about that.
Yeah, I was going to do with Bill, but then decided to add the Y afterwards, so I sort of
Only
sounded
been friends for like 13, 14 years.
I went full. What's the fella from that Ben Stiller plays in Tropic Thunder?
I've never seen that film.
Simple
Never
Jack.
seen Tropic Thunder.
I haven't either.
No.
What?
That'll
That's
be our
more
assignment.
disgraceful.
That'll be our assignment for next week.
Great. Now everyone's going to leave the stream before it even starts because they're disgusted you haven't seen one of the most iconic films made in the past 2 decades. Anyway,
yeah, but Robert Downey Jr. does blackface, and which I hate.
He does. Oh no, watch it. It's brilliant. Anyway,
well said, Billy. Well, get
right,
there.
theme tune. Billy, be surprised.
That's nice. It's a nice one.
Welcome back, Fun Times Football. It's Friday. It's Fun Times Football.
Oh, fuck off! Oh, wow.
There we go. That's actually.
That's all I could do. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. If you need a drummer, I know a guy.
It needs some refinement, I think, doesn't it?
I have to put something
Not
together.
quite. I like it though. I like it. So this week, obviously, we've only got 4 games in the Prem and 4 games in the FA Cup, which is
so 8 games in total.
Oh, are we doing the whole Premier League and FA Cup thing again? Because that nearly made my head fall off last time.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll explicitly tell you what game the competition is in before we talk about the game.
Fine.
And actually, Billy, off the back of West Ham smashing Freiburg and going through to the quarterfinals, is it?
Yeah.
Quarterfinals of the Europa League. Congratulations! I hope you enjoyed the game.
Third European quarterfinal in 3 seasons, so
yeah,
quite content with that for once. Not much to grumble
European
about.
Pedigree.
That's it.
Nice. So yeah, I actually decided that I think we should kick it off with the West Ham game. West Ham versus Villa. Probably looking to be the most interesting Premier League game of the weekend. So yeah, how are you feeling?
Yeah. Well, obviously I'm feeling good currently right now because we've just battered Freiburg 5-0. Looked incredible because we came out attacking. I'm actually currently watching the Aston Villa game, which is a different kind of watch along. Obviously, Villa are going to be going into this one without John McGinn for his karate antics against your mob the other night.
Oh yeah.
And Ollie Watkins has come off injured. So that's also looking very favourable for us because you don't want to be playing against him, especially when you've got Kurt Zouma in defence who just can't move. So it's a hard game anyway, but I'm actually feeling somewhat optimistic.
Yeah, I think the loss of John McGinn and then, as you say, Ollie Watkins going off injured, if he's gone off tonight, that might be a signal that he probably won't make Sunday's game.
I hope not.
I mean, John McGinn's a massive loss for them, and they really need to be winning. Like, if they want to stay in top 4, they really need to be winning. I don't want to say this harshly against West Ham, but they need to be winning against West Ham. Like, if they want to sort of stay in top 4, I think. Just like Spurs need to win against Fulham to continue top 4 charge. But I feel like them. Yeah. How are they getting on? I don't know. What's the score? Are they winning?
It's 1-0. Watkins scored just before he came off. He actually looked like he pulled up just beforehand. But yeah, he literally, it was a foul he gave away, which he'd done his knee in. He got booked for the foul, which it was. Corner came in, he headed in the corner and went off. So, but 1-0 Villa so far, and it's been quite shit to be fair.
I think Ash, what do you reckon?
West Ham could have this. I saw last week you brought on a new striker, didn't you? This new kid on the block, Danny Ings.
Daniel Ings. Yeah.
Daniel Ings, he looked good. So he could be a prospect, couldn't he, going forward?
Yeah, well, here's hoping.
Yeah, you never know. It's all about the top 4 this weekend, I feel. And I think the
Yeah.
momentum's with Spurs now, so maybe Villa are going to be a bit. I fancy West Ham at home for this one. I fancy them to win this.
Do you know? I think thinking selfishly, I think I have to fancy West Ham as well as like John McGinn's been their engine man in the Aston Villa
Yeah.
That's what he does.
And
vehicle,
no,
hasn't he? So,
no Watkins means you've got Duran up front, and they're just the
Yeah, he
80s fans.
actually, like, he may have gotten injured, to be fair, but I think he's pulled through.
well, you won't catch them walking on the sand this weekend because they'll be in the London Stadium.
Wow.
I didn't realise you had a reference for that, but cool. You just Google that.
You said Duran, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know any songs.
Yeah, of course, everyone knows
Yeah,
that.
that was
I
That
didn't.
was
Her
from
know.
name
Rio.
is Rio, and she dances. There's a little performance figure as well. You get everything
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, see, can't believe it. Can't believe you don't know that song either. Actually, like you
Yeah,
pulled the band out of your
really
ass
don't.
and then
Oh, yeah, sure.
Hungry Like the Wolf.
Yeah, hungry
Yeah.
like the wolf.
Yeah,
I did
of
that
course,
one. Yeah.
yeah.
I wonder if Villa are going to be hungry like the Wolves against West Ham.
Okay, Jesus fucking
No,
Christ.
you
Move
try
on.
you forced that one.
Or
Yeah.
whether
Yeah.
they'll come undone, which is another class. Anyway, go on.
All right, I've muted him.
Yeah.
So I think we should.
You've got one more.
No, you're not doing one more, mate. No, do it in sign language if you're going to do it. You should know that. BSL. Right.
Pray.
Yeah, save a prayer. Save a prayer. Let's save a prayer for Villa this weekend from the album Rio.
Score then,
Yes.
Ash. Go on.
Yeah, 2-1 West Ham.
Fair. Billy.
I'm confident, but I'm not overly confident. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw, which I'll take.
Is this because you had unsuccessful backing last week?
Yes, yeah.
You
So
were
I'm
very
backing down.
confident.
Yeah, no longer. But a lot of it depends
hoping to be
on whether
pleasantly
Watkins
surprised.
is going to be available.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I am going to say I think West Ham will win 3-1. I'm going 3-1.
Okay.
I'm going 3-1. He just scored a lot of
Okay.
goals. I think Bowen, Kudos are in good form. I think they'll contribute in some meaningful way to a couple of goals at least. So
Did see Kudos'
Yeah,
first goal,
2-1.
by the way?
yes, yeah, like just ran through like their entire team.
Yeah, full
just shot
Maradona
it,
from
like-
the edge of our box.
Yeah,
Proper channeled
Silly.
Maradona for that. Was insane.
silly. Or
Fair
Heung-Min
play.
Son, as was the Puskas winner a couple of years ago.
Wow.
Had
I
to get a
doubt it.
Spurs reference, didn't you?
Yeah, make
Well,
it
he
about
did, didn't he,
you.
against Burnley. You not seen it?
Yeah.
Anyway, and speaking of Spurs, Fulham versus Spurs is the next on the docket. I haven't actually got Fulham's
Okay.
form up.
I'm guessing
But
because you
last
went Fulham
time-
first there, it's at Craven Cottage.
It is at Craven Cottage,
yeah.
so
Well, I
Fulham
mean,
are a weird one, aren't they?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. It's never an easy game there. This,
we
but
actually lost there last time out
Yeah.
in the EFL Cup.
well, yeah, but
So-
coming off the back of that Villa game, you looked good. So
Yeah,
I do. Go on.
I'm very hopeful after watching that Villa performance. If we can keep those sort of performances up, I think we're in for a nice end to the season. Only worry, I guess, would be Van der Ven being injured.
Yeah,
He's looking likely to miss this game. But then we've got Radu Dragic coming in. So we're no longer relying
Yeah, of
on
course, yeah.
some old heads like Ben Davies or Emerson Royale to be playing in the centre of the park. We've actually got a decent backup centre back now. So yeah, looking forward to seeing him in action for a full game. Hopefully, he looked good when he came on against Villa. We didn't concede, so clean sheet for him last time out.
to be fair, Villa just looked like they wanted to be anywhere else but on that pitch towards the end. Like, I think it was, I can't remember what goal it was for, but there was a nutmeg, and the two players just literally stopped, put their hands in the air, and just let him carry on running. They just fucking gave up and was like, look,
Yeah.
it's done.
Yeah, I think that might have been the last goal.
Down tools.
Yeah, maybe.
They're done. Oh,
Yeah. Which is pretty nuts, really, isn't it? Like in a game of that magnitude to be given up when, we try hard.
Yeah. Spurs are weird because I feel like some teams figure them out, but it's like Wolves when they're away, Brighton when they battered you 4-2. It's weird, but otherwise Spurs are normally a solid bet. Fulham are very unpredictable. This is a hard one, but
It is a hard one.
you haven't lost to Fulham at Craven Cottage since 2008.
That's wrong.
I've just researched.
In the league, maybe. In the EFL Cup.
In the
we
league,
lost
that's what
there.
I mean.
Yeah.
I mean in the league, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
When
that's a
Fraser
weird.
Campbell scored for Spurs. Yeah,
That's a very long-standing record. That is.
yeah, pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I think I still have to back the boys.
Yeah,
I
Fulham,
don't think.
they're a tricky proposition though. You can't write them off. So
No, can't
But
write them
it's,
off. But
yeah.
I think I'm going to have to back the team and go for a 3-1 Spurs. I feel like that's score of the day for me. I'm feeling a few 3-1s coming on. Anyone else?
this
Yeah,
is
2-0 Spurs.
Yeah, Ash.
yeah. I think Spurs have to get their points in now because I just see their fixture running with City, Arsenal, Liverpool. City, Arsenal, Liverpool, isn't it?
Yep.
Last
So-
3 games of the season.
They've got to get their points in now. I feel like, and they've got West Ham in a couple of weeks. Yeah, I'll go for a Tottenham. I'll go for a Spurs win here, but 2-1 again. 2-1.
Cool. Okay, right, Billy. Just so you're fully aware, we're moving on to the FA Cup fixture between Manchester United and Liverpool. It's at Old
Right.
Trafford,
Ooh, okay.
and it's in the FA Cup.
Okay,
And
thank
this
you.
is happening at 3:30 on Sunday, the 17th of March, which is this Sunday. All right. Cool.
Got you.
So yeah, Man United versus Liverpool. United, weird form this season, like very weird form. Don't really know how to call their games very easily anymore because they could very easily lose this 8-0 or sort of get a scrape a 1-0 win, or do you know what I mean? They're just a weird team.
I still think they're pretty shit, really, at the heart of it. At the heart, like, did you watch the Manchester derby at all?
Yeah.
They
were
against the top team. They just didn't look good enough for the 90 minutes. It looked okay in the first half, but no. And they've had more of a rest than Liverpool.
I mean, it seems like United, when they're coming up against the bigger teams as well, they're actually just sort of sitting back and playing on the counter, aren't they? Rather than getting at teams.
It shouldn't be the way for United, really, should it? But
no.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's a good way to play against Liverpool because their strengths are definitely at that end of the pitch, the attacking end. And I think if you sit back against them, they will eventually just score a few. Right. Yes. 15th different campaign in which Manchester United and Liverpool have met in the FA Cup. Which is quite interesting because Manchester United have progressed 10 times to Liverpool's 4 in this fixture in the FA Cup. So it's a weird one, isn't it?
That's all ancient history now. I mean, I feel like Liverpool are the ones here. I can't see United getting through. I look at a 6-1 tonight as well so far, Liverpool. They are in a scintillating form.
They're winning 6-1 right now or in aggregate?
Yeah. No,
they were 4-0 up after 14 minutes.
The aggregate's 11-2.
11-2. They are the scintillating Scousers. Yeah, it's quite a strong. They put out quite a strong team, actually.
Yeah. Well, I think it makes sense because I know Salah was playing, wasn't he? So they get him some.
2-0 Villa.
I guess. 2-0 Villa. Thanks.
Yeah, Leon Bailey.
Thanks, Bill.
He's nailed them out of that one. They're going through, I reckon. So, Leverkusen might be losing their first game this season. But we'll get back to
Karabakh. That's so weird.
Yeah, no, Karabakh is weird. Yeah, let's get back to pressing matters. Liverpool 3-1. 3-1.
That's it. Score. That's what I said. There's a few 3-1s. I'm going to agree. 3-1.
Hmm.
I'm gonna mix it up, and I'm gonna throw in the usual fun times football. Desmond, take it to a replay.
Oh,
The Desmond to a replay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
where is it?
The Desmond
is it? Is
to a
it
replay. It's
at
at
Anfield,
it's at
is it?
Old Trafford.
Oh,
So
it's Old
you
Trafford.
know
Okay, yeah.
the crowd could play a part.
No, but I don't know. That does make a difference. All right.
Hey, those tourists coming over to watch Man United play definitely make a good atmosphere.
Hey, dude, we've got 104 subs now. We've got to be careful about slagging too many teams off it.
Yeah. No, I reckon United probably have a better away support than home support.
I don't know. I've not been to an old Man United game at Old Trafford. I don't know what it's like.
No, neither have I.
I have, but it was back in 2001.
Wow.
At the height of their power.
Some of our subs weren't even born then. Crazy.
We actually won 1-0 FA Cup fourth round, Paolo Di Canio.
There you go.
And look, and coincidentally,
Paolo.
that's our team of the day as well. So
That's our team of the day.
yeah,
It's
to
not.
guess the team. Oh, is it okay?
That's not. No, that's a
That would've been
wild.
good.
That would have been good. That's a wild accusation there, considering I'm picking the team. But that is actually what we're
I've
moving
stuffed
on
you. I
to
spoiled
next.
you. Yeah,
That is
cool,
what we're
okay.
moving on to next. So it was a good
Good
introduction. to
segue,
this
at least.
segment. So, for those that are unaware of what this segment entails, one of us will pick a match from the past, and the other people on the podcast will have to guess the team chosen from the said match within the allotted time frame, which is 5 minutes. They get 3 clues, and yeah, I guess we'll go for it. So, the match
Okay.
I have chosen this week, it's a rather tragic one for England fans, and I will say if you get the team with 3 minutes left,
International again.
I like the international ones. If you get the team with 2.5 minutes on the clock, I think maybe go for some subs for a
Okay.
bonus point. So I guess 5 subs would be the bonus point.
Okay.
So ready? As soon as I've said the 2 teams and the fixture, I'll start the clock. So it is the tragic loss against Iceland on the 27th of June 2016 in Euro 2016.
Yeah,
And I
I thought
went
it
with the
would be.
name, the England
Well,
team.
I thought it was going to be Brazil, England, but okay, back in
Start
2002.
with-
But
How has the clock started?
Yep,
Okay, we'll start with Joe Hart in goal.
correct.
Daniel
Kane,
Sturridge up front.
Yep.
was he? Wow.
Yeah.
Rooney,
Yeah, and
Rooney,
what
yep.
year was it, by the way?
2016.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harry Kane.
Yep.
Henderson was probably still kicking about in that squad, wasn't he?
Not starting.
Not starting. Because I have him as a sub then.
All right.
2016 was Kane would have started, wouldn't he?
Yeah, because Billy just said
Yeah, I've
Kane.
already got Kane. Kane, Sturridge, and Joe Hart so far. This isn't
did that,
as
Richard.
easy
And Rooney.
as you made out.
Yeah. It's a weird sort of time to place your mind
Raheem
back to.
Sterling.
Yeah, correct. There's your front 3 sorted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got to get our defence, really. I haven't got any defence.
You've got defence and 2 midfielders left.
Well, Maguire was probably still.
No.
Smalling?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
That's it. It was definitely United, then. Smalling.
John Terry?
Nope.
That's too late for him, isn't that? Who else would have been defence?
This isn't as easy as you made out because right, I'm trying to think. If we got, I'm assuming it's 2 centre midfielders.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oxlade Chamberlain.
No.
Okay.
Was Ross Barkley in the squad then?
Oh, good shout.
He wasn't starting, but he was on the bench.
Okay.
I'm just trying. Luke Shaw. Probably
No.
not.
Ooh.
No.
Would Vardy have been there because of Leicester just winning the?
No,
Vardy
we've
was on
got
the
3
bench, yeah.
strikers.
Oh yeah, he was a sub though, wasn't he?
He was on the
Yeah.
bench, yeah. You got to fill your bench before you got the team.
Yeah.
So
I do remember that Euros a little bit. Well, I'm
Just
trying to think of some
fucking-
other games.
You've still
that-
got all 3 clues.
Yeah, how long we got?
2 minutes 37.
Yeah, hit us with a clue.
You're missing former Tottenham player.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
Huddleston.
No. Fucking
Lennon.
No, that was wild. I'm
Yeah, you wouldn't have
genuinely
been there,
can't. I genuinely can't think of any Tottenham players. Gary Cahill.
Well, yes, that's
a good
right.
shout. That's a good
That's
shout.
obviously not the Tottenham player, but that's just popped in my head as I looked up and saw
Well,
Villa Park.
You've got 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. Do you want another clue?
Please.
The other 4 players have played for Tottenham at some point.
Wow.
Oh my
okay.
God.
I
Danny
thought I'd give you
Rose.
that considering. Danny Rose, yeah.
Really?
Yep,
Who
starting
started
left back,
from-
yep.
Wow. Wow.
Kyle Walker.
Correct.
Oh, that's
right
a
back.
good shout. Good shout.
You 2 midfielders.
Oh, are
One
they
more-
wingers?
one more clue,
Or centre
please.
mid?
Oh,
Another club they played for, anything.
yeah. One. It's one's played for Milton Keynes Dons.
A Deli Alley.
Yeah.
Dele Alli. Shit, yeah.
Now you're missing
Okay,
one
good.
player.
One more centre midfielder.
Is it
mind
central
you,
midfielder, is it?
It is central midfielder, but CDM.
Eric Dyer.
I don't know that- Yeah, correct. There you go.
Great
Team.
shout.
Oh,
Great.
Team. Correct. With 45
Well done,
seconds
Bill.
left on the clock.
We got a few subs, didn't we?
Yeah, I know, but I said if you got it within 2 minutes 30, I'd ask for the bench.
yeah.
But I
Alright.
feel like you. Yeah, no, that's it. There you go. First team complete.
I think that's the first.
Wow.
No,
Nice.
you did the team last week, didn't you, Liam, with the Spurs? So.
No, he
No,
missed by
missed
one
one.
player.
Oh, one player. Oh, yeah.
Didier Zakora.
That's it. Sakura. Can't believe it. Yeah, well done, guys. So, yeah, full lineup. Joe Hart in goal. Walker right
Nice.
back. Cahill small and centre backs. Danny Rose left back.
Do you
Dele
think
Alli, Eric
about-
Dyer. Wayne Rooney in the middle of the park. Sturridge, Kane and Sterling up top.
I think was that really our strongest team? Oh, I don't remember Danny Rose ever being our country's ever strongest left back. But there you go.
Well,
Yeah, well.
there isn't even a left back on the bench.
I don't think we're probably not spoiled for choice, were we?
Yeah, I was going to say, I
No.
can't think of who could have been another left back around that time. Like Ashley Cole had obviously gone by then.
Yeah.
You've got Nathaniel
Well, I don't
Klein.
think he's still playing, but
Luke Shaw's probably
Nathaniel-
not there yet. Was he?
Nathaniel Klein.
yeah,
he a
potentially. But he's like very much Danny Rose level.
Less than Danny Rose, mate. Danny Rose was solid for a while.
He scored that one screamer against Arsenal. I don't really remember him doing fuck all else.
That was on his
That's
debut.
it. That was on his
what
debut.
he
It all went,
peaked on his first game.
it all went
Yeah,
downhill
that's
from
it.
there. Yeah.
No, he was always a solid left back. Never had issues with Danny Rose. You're being mean. Being mean to the old Danny. Danny boys, those Danny boys.
Very musical
Right.
tonight.
What's that?
It's very musical tonight.
It is. Right, next game. We're going for another. I've done. I made this section just to fuck with you, to be honest, Billy. We're going for a Premier League game, and it is Burnley versus Brentford. We don't need to dwell on it if you so wish. It's not exactly the most
Sorry.
exciting.
Sorry. But going back to the previous round that we just did,
Yeah.
I was writing down as we went along, as you can see, just so I can keep track. And I've
Yeah.
actually only got 10. I've only got 10 players on here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, who am I missing?
Who?
I've
Sterling.
got Joe Hart, Danny Rose, Chris Smalling,
Yep.
Cahill, Walker, Eric Dyer, Dele Alli, Daniel Sturridge, Kane, and Sterling.
You missed. Ashley said Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, we were Rooney in there. Didn't
Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed that. Fair enough.
Yeah, Ashley definitely said Rooney.
Oh, I completely missed it.
That's fine, mate. That's fine. These things happen, you know. Yeah, Burnley versus Brentford.
Burnley,
Well,
Brentford.
Yeah.
Cool. Scores?
Yeah, just go for scores. We can hit the scores on
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a 1-0 Brentford.
1-1.
Um,
Here we
3-1
go.
Brentford.
Okay, that's not so mad.
That's all right. It's been 3-1 every game for me so far. So we'll see if we can do a score prediction of 3-1 on every game.
And I don't want people thinking. I don't want people thinking because Burnley managed to pull off a point against us, they might actually start picking up form. I just want you to bear in mind we started Calvin Phillips. We went in at half time 2-0 down. Half time we brought Calvin Phillips off. We ended up drawing 2-2. That's not a coincidence.
That's weird, isn't it?
No, it's not. No, it's not. The Yorkshire pudding is fucking useless.
He's a good player. He'll do you well. So yeah, just as I said, just to fuck with Billy, we're now going to go to the FA Cup fixture
Okay.
of Manchester City versus Newcastle United.
Some tasty fixtures in the FA Cup.
Yeah,
not bad, are they?
well, these are the two tasty ones.
I mean, obviously, Newcastle have been a shadow of what everyone expected them to be this season. They've been fucking diabolical of late. I feel like pretty much now looking like they're going to drop out the top half of the Premier League. Man City are now in their favourite bit of the season. Probably going to look to do. They're going to want to do back-to-back trebles, aren't they? I think it's going to be a demolition. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to go with a 4-0 City.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't normally go that out there, so I'm feeling spicy.
You must be
West Ham
that one,
put me in a good mood.
But I mean, I feel like the last time City met Newcastle was in the league a couple of months ago, and it was the same situation where City are supposed to be flying, Newcastle's supposed to be on the downward spiral. They gave them a really good game.
They still
City had
lost.
to come, but they did still lose 3-2 in the end. They gave them a much closer game than 4-0. I think it'll be a bit tighter than that because I don't see Man City as being as walking over everyone this year. I don't know.
No, they're not as prolific, are they?
Prolific, that's a good word for it. Yeah, they're not, are they? So I think it could be a bit tighter than that, maybe. And I'm loving 2-1 tonight. I'm just going for 2-1s all over the shop. So I'll go for a 2-1. 2-1.
Apparently, I have to have a red card. I missed that.
That's pretty wild. So going on, I think you guys have made very good points. I probably can't really add much to it other than City are in great form, and I think it'll be a little bit tighter than 4-0. So I'm going to go for an unlikely 3-1 Manchester City.
Of course you are.
Is there going to be any other scorelines this week?
Not for me. Not for me. I've got it, and I can make an argument for every single one because this next game is in the Premier League, Billy, and it's Luton Town versus Nottingham Forest.
Here he goes.
Okay.
And Luton Town at Kenilworth Road, you know, they're a beast of a team. Although they played yesterday, and it was game of the Premier League this week. 3-0 up in the first half, and then lose the game 4-3. That's crazy.
The game that no one paid any attention to, really. I didn't even know it was on, to be honest. It was like,
well, yeah, I remember sat here with my missus, and she's like, "There's football on tonight, isn't there?" I was like, "Oh, is there? What's on?" She was like, "Bournemouth Luton." I laughed. I was like, "Yeah, all right." I'm gonna watch that. Fucking, what do I know? Just goes to show any game can be a blinder.
Premier League, a beautiful advert for the beautiful game.
They are quite entertaining team. They are weirdly entertaining. Like Luton obviously have had 4 all draws this season, 4-3 against Arsenal. And Bournemouth, it can be some entertaining games for them. So who've they got? Forest.
Yeah, Luton have got Forest at Kenilworth Road.
I fancy Luton here because I feel like they'll come out pumped up to try and avenge what's happened on Wednesday, and Forest aren't looking great.
If Luton win by 2 goals, that'll be a big enough goal difference swing as well to take them above Forest in the league. So it'll get them out the relegation zone. They'll be equal on points, but with Forest looming points deduction, it looks like Forest could really be going down here.
Liam, so what do you make of Nuno Espirito Santos? That's it, as the manager then for Forest. His spell so far.
3-0 Villa.
He's done pretty shit, hasn't he? Since he's come in.
I was thinking this. Quite hyped up at the start, but actually he's not really moved them anywhere. I don't think so. It'll be any different. Steve Cooper.
Duran
did the
Duran
same.
just scored.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, hungry
But,
for goals like the Wolf.
Yeah.
I
On
think
to
Leo
this.
was too busy watching girls on film there. But sorry, go on.
Um,
Where,
oh, that was
where,
good. I
nobody.
enjoyed that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Anyway,
Um,
when you were saying that Man United are almost impossible to predict because they can go and lose 8-0 and then they can play out their skins at a drop of a hat. I honestly feel like Luton are that team, but at the other end of the table. They're so hard to predict because they can just pull out fucking random results. So
Yeah.
I'm going to follow that, and I do believe they're going to pull out 3 points, and I hope so. It makes it more interesting at the bottom.
Yeah.
it definitely does. And I
Yeah,
want
I
Luton
think-
to stay in the Premier
yeah.
League. I think they've been such a good addition to the league this year. Like,
Yeah, I think they're entertaining, aren't they? Most of their games are actually quite good to watch, as you've just seen, as
Yeah.
we just spoke about. Yeah. So
and the old school
I'm
ground, like
I'll start off the score lines by going an epic 1-0 Luton.
Ashley.
And you make a good point. Like, if Forest do win this, that sort of makes it a bit of a shit sort of relegation battle. Really, it's not. You need a Luton win to spice it up. So I'm going to go for 3-1 Luton. I hide 3-1.
Well, I mean, it's Luton. You know I love Luton anyway.
Mm.
And I think we all know what scoreline I'm choosing. It's going to be 3-1 to Luton Town.
You got to get one right, eh?
Exactly. Someone's winning 3-1 this weekend. If they're
I
all
want to see
3-1,
your Super Six. I want to see this
I
on
might
your
put-
Super
I
Six.
might-
Yeah.
put- you know, I'm gonna put an acca
Copy
on.
and
Actually,
paste,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
put an acca on for this.
Classic Hind goes and wins it.
I wonder
Yeah.
how much it would be. I wonder what the odds are.
I think
bet
they'll
that'd be
be astronomical.
Silly odds. That'd be like
Yeah.
I'd be a millionaire off a pound.
Please do. Yeah, literally. Yeah. Chuck a quid on it, and I honestly reckon you're looking in the thousands.
Yeah. Anyway, it's time. It's that time of the week. It's everyone's favourite time of the week.
It's Billy's fun fact.
So, Billy, it's Billy's fun fact. What have you got for us this week, Billy?
Well, you know how I keep saying we're starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel?
Yes.
Well, nothing says that like this week because we're going over to the Madagascan Champions League.
What? That doesn't exist. That's
Not
not
a
a
real
real
thing.
thing.
Yeah, I'm even gonna just change the scenery for this because.
All right.
But yes, the Madagascan Champions League in the year 2002, so it's quite prestigious. It's been going for some time, really. There was a
Yep.
game played by two teams, obviously. That's how football works. Sorry, I'm back now. I'll just sort of fill in the gap there. So AS Adema beat Le Erne, I don't know, it's French, innit? Le Erne, whatever. 149-0 over 90 minutes. And all 149 goals were own goals.
I wonder if there's any match fixing going on. That's what I'm thinking.
Apparently, but this one was like, what the fuck? I looked into it. It was a protest.
What? So they just
Oh.
scored a goal against themselves, kicked off, and just scored a goal against themselves, and that happened for the entire game.
Yeah, literally 149 of them.
It's pretty impressive
That-
to do that so quickly.
Yeah, that's
It's what, a
almost
goal every
2 goals a
45
minute.
seconds. Yeah, that's
Was this-
ridiculous.
Was this ever? So what was it? What did you say it was? What was the reason for it?
Some kind of protest, I think. Like Heinz probably
Oh,
doing his normal research.
No, sorry, I was
Okay.
actually starting my bet builder.
Oh,
He's doing it. Yeah,
Madagascan League, what was it, 149-0?
Madagascar
yes.
Champions League. Yeah,
There you are.
that is their actual league.
Kicks. They were protesting against the refereeing they felt had robbed them of their title. So,
Yeah. That's a way to go about it.
that's the way
Yeah.
to do it, isn't it?
that's ridiculous. There's
You
highlights.
just imagine they were getting the kick off from the goal they'd scored, kicking the ball backwards, back in the net again.
Yeah, that's not
But
highlight.
yeah, all fans ended up getting a refund as well. As there's a little add-on for you. Not that I could imagine there's many there in the Madagascar Champions League, but
Oh my god, it gets better. The Madagascan soccer authorities banned the team's coach and 4 of the players after they
there
did
you
that.
go. Calamity all around.
That's so crazy.
Wow.
What a madness.
Yeah.
What
But
a
Liam still predicted 3-1 for that one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There we go.
even when it was 50-0, 3-1.
Yeah. Put it on the acca.
Get it in. Lock it in.
Lock it in,
Walk in the
boys.
park. Yeah, good fact. That's silly. Can't believe that exists.
It is, yeah.
So, last game that I've put in, there was another FA Cup game, but we'll just finish with this one because the other one I can't really remember what it was, and I don't think it was worth it. It's the FA Cup match between Chelsea versus Leicester at Stamford Bridge.
Okay.
The reason I put that in because I think that could be a little bit of jeopardy for Chelsea in this game.
That's
How
an
Leicester
interesting
are
match.
with how Leicester are playing in the Championship, considering Chelsea
Well-
struggled against Middlesbrough.
As your championship correspondent, if you like, for this, is this group? If George isn't here, he never will
Yeah,
be.
go for it.
Leicester have hit a bit of a downward spiral. They were about 10 or 12 points clear a few weeks ago. They're only 3 points clear now. They're not looking as good as they were. I think Chelsea should be all right here. But then, like you said, they did struggle against Middlesbrough in the first leg of that Carabao Cup tie. It depends what Chelsea turn up. Really, I think Leicester still got Vardy bagging in goals from them.
And that's all they need, Jamie Vardy's
That's all
having
they
a
need.
party.
Exactly.
Bring your
Vardy
vodka
made
and your
party.
Charlie.
Yeah. So,
That's what
So
they
which
sing,
way is
isn't it?
which way is the 3-1 going to go here?
No, I think you're right. I think Leicester just don't have enough for Chelsea. I mean, I think it will be an interesting game. I think there'll be a lot of goals in the game. But I think it might be one of those ones that's like quite tight, like 1-1 until very close to the end, and then Chelsea will bang in a quick couple of goals for it to finish 3-1 Chelsea.
Yeah. Okay.
Why are you laughing, Billy?
No,
I told you I've
that's
got an argument
good.
for every 3-1. They're all plausible.
Okay. I just hope you hit. I hope no 3-1 comes up because egg on your face.
Well, I've got 4 games at 3-1 so far, and I've got 25,934 to 1.
Do it. Do it.
Do the bad bet.
That's definitely the bad
So
bet.
we'll see. We'll see what happens here. This is anyway. What do you guys think? What's the score? What scores are you guys thinking? While I finish this acca.
Yeah, obviously, I think Chelsea are going to brush them aside, but I don't think it's going to be easy. Leicester do have a little bit of quality in their team with players like Mavadidi, Jamie Vardy's still doing bits. I think Iheanacho's still half decent as well, to be honest with you. So I'm going to go 2-1, but I think it's going to be quite a tough fought battle.
Ash?
I think I'm going to agree with Bill. I was going to go 2-0, but I think Chelsea always manage to concede, don't they? So 2-1.
I don't think they'll go full strength either.
No, I don't think so. But then what are they playing for in the league? That's this is their shot at a cup again, I guess.
Oh, yeah,
They had one. And they were so close before. Now, they don't stand a chance of winning the FA Cup because you've got so many strong teams in that still. But
Well, weirder things have happened.
Weird things have happened.
yeah,
Wigan won it not too long ago.
What's that?
Wigan
Yeah,
won
that's
it not
true.
too long ago. Portsmouth.
Exactly. Weirder things have happened. Nice. So that's the game's over. I didn't actually have a point for discussion. Has anyone got anything they want to raise? Anything?
That's all you get. You've done 3 out of 4 FA Cup games you're not bothered about. The
well,
other
the
one.
other we can do the other one. I just left it off because it's Wolves versus Coventry.
That's an exciting fixture, man.
To be
That
fair, that's,
is-
that's somewhat of a derby, isn't it?
That is, and it
Uh,
could be interesting. Coventry aren't
it-
bad.
Could be
Coventry-
interesting. Coventry are
Coventry
there
like-
because they got Maidstone in the draw.
No.
Yeah,
That's the only reason Coventry are in the quarterfinals.
I think it'll be close. I think it'll be 2-1 Wolves. I don't think it'll be
Really?
a whitewash. Yeah,
I reckon-
because Coventry are like playoff sort of area championship. They're not that bad.
Pedro Neto is going to get a hat trick. Coventry will accidentally put a corner in. Wolves will score an own goal and it'll finish 3-1.
Yeah,
Add it to your bet builder, bro.
totting up.
Well,
Yeah, I am actually, for this one, going to go 3-1 Wolves.
see, it's not an unplausible scoreline. So any contentious things you've heard in the footballing world recently that you want to discuss? Anything you think?
Nothing off the top of the head. Like that's obviously the sort of thing we need to do in advance, but I thought it was going to be just me and you. So
The England squad came out today, and Jordan Henderson's still stealing a fucking place. I don't know how he.
Fuck's sake.
I think
oh, wow. What about Calvin Phillips?
He's not in it this time.
Ah, thank God.
Go on
But
then.
somehow-
Let's have a look.
Yeah, have you seen it?
Actually, there's the contentious point. What do you think about Ben White refusing to play for England?
Yeah, fair play. He's not bothered about it, is he? He's more concentrating on his club. He interestingly, he doesn't actually have any interest
Like
in watching
football.
football either.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's one of those like Asu Okoro.
after what happened, yeah.
No interest in football. Yeah, I
That's
can't
so
remember what he
weird.
wanted to be. Yeah,
Well, I
Doesn't watch it.
guess they still haven't developed TV screens on the sunbeds yet, so it does kind of make sense a little bit. Because I feel like that
It
man
is-
must, as soon as he leaves the football pitch, straight into a sunbed for hibernation until the next time he plays a game.
Was
weird,
it-
isn't
Was it Ben White that went to the World Cup and then literally left after like a few days of being there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
it.
I wonder what happened there. It can't have been like he agreed to go, so it kind of was like I can't be bothered and went. No, something must have happened, but
It does
I
sound
don't-
like there's been some sort of fallout, doesn't there? Maybe with Southgate or something.
hmm.
Do you reckon just because he
Probably.
wasn't getting picked ahead of like Kyle Walker or whatever, he was just like, fuck, I can't be bothered just sitting around in Qatar. I'm
Yeah,
just going to go home.
He's not exactly going to be watching the football, is he? So maybe he just couldn't be bothered. It's-
I reckon he found out that in Qatar, like they stone homosexuals to death, so he fled the country.
Do you reckon he's a homosexual? Do you?
Oh, he's 100% one of them.
What of them?
Yeah.
Right, I can't do any more games because the odds are silly already. I don't even know if I can put this on,
Bookies can't afford to pay you.
but I'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I
don't-
mean, someone refusing to play for their country just seems a bit weird, right? Like,
Wow,
you get the
what a
call,
game.
you should probably go, no?
You think so, but
No, I don't think
I-
it's not,
I
it's not
bothered.
national. It's not a conscription, Liam. You don't like. You can say no. It's cool.
I bet if there was conscription to the army instead of going,
This isn't the
or going to
first
play
World War,
football,
man.
I wonder which he'd choose. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I can't imagine him go to the army either, though. I don't know if, yeah. Cool. I've been watching the Leverkusen game just on the side. What a mad game.
Oh, what's
Honestly.
the score?
Well, Karabag were winning 1-0. They had a player sent off, and then Karabag went 2-0 up. And then Leverkusen have levelled it 2-2 in the 92nd minute. It was shit.
wow.
God. So it's a draw. It's a
Mad
draw in both legs there, isn't it?
Yeah. It's really
That's so
interesting.
crazy.
I might pop that on once we're done here.
Yeah.
Mad game.
But so look, I just need to write these odds out so I can actually figure it because it's on this small screen. It looks confusing. Right. I'll get the old. Right. So the odds of 7 of those games finish. The one I missed was the Wolves Coventry game. And I'm
Yeah.
putting the quid on. And if the quid comes in, I will be £46,682,999 richer.
Wow.
The odds
Get a
are
new, get a new studio.
£46,682,999 to 1.
You could buy a better theme tune for that.
Yeah,
Okay.
next time we're doing this podcast, we could be in a brand new studio.
That's right.
I can't put the bet
Madagascar.
on.
It's all good. You
I
can't put it
the
on.
bet on. No.
They're
Maximum
scared of you,
payout
Liam.
is £1 million per day, so I need to figure out a. I can put it on. I just need to do 2p or something. Although, I think the odds are freaking out Betfair because as soon as I type something, it freezes.
Yeah,
They're onto you, Liam.
yeah,
It's all right.
no,
I'll put my Acker Edge on so that if it doesn't come in and I miss one game, I'll get my stake back.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'm sure it'll probably come in that way then. Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
you
2p
gotta
back.
2p back.
2p
Wait.
back for 6 games being 3-1 is.
I can't even bet the 2p because it's too much. Oh wait, no, there we go. Each sport has a max. That's it. Right. So I put my 2p on. The 2p returns 933,660.
That'll have to do. It won't set you up for life, but it'll do.
You know what? It's a good little
Bunsen
nest egg.
burner.
There we go. Bet place, 7 selections, all to finish 3-1. If this happens, I guess we can have a Fun Times football party.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Tell you what, if it happens, I'll pay both of you. How much do you earn, Ash? Roughly, like if I paid you 60 grand a year, would you quit your job?
If you pay me 60 grand a year,
If I paid you 60 grand a year to do this podcast,
is that all you're giving me? Like you've just earned £1 million. Like I
know, but I want to secure
I've been your friend. I've been
your
your friend
earnings
for
for
a long
3
time.
years. I'll put you
Been
on a
your friend
3-year
for a long-
contract. That's 180 grand.
I've been your friend for a long time, Liam.
I'm saying that I'll put you on a
I'm
contract.
negotiating here. I'm negotiating.
There's no.
I'll take 30 grand a year.
No, Billy. I'll do the same for both of you. We'll get a
Well,
studio.
I will take anything.
Am I required to do extra work?
Well,
Good
you'll
question.
have to come to the studio. Maybe help me build it a little bit. Like
Yeah, I'm out, Liam. I'm out.
you're getting 60 grand a year to do 2 days a week work.
I don't want to build a studio, man. I'm not about for that.
All right. Me and Billy
He's
will
never
do
got
it.
manual labour in his life.
Yeah.
All right. Do you know what's funny, Ash? You will still do it for free if I build a studio with this money and pay Billy to help me build it. You will still come along and do it for free while Billy's sitting there earning 60 grand a year to do the same thing.
Podcast.
You don't have the technology, my friend,
I don't have the
Or the
technology.
studio.
or the know-how. All the know-how.
We're blithering on here.
We are blithering on. So I guess we'll end it. It's a shorter one this week, but I guess there's less games, less people, but more fun times football.